at the end of the day is a win. We'll take those. It just shows how hard it is to win in our league. Took the 2 freshmen out of the starting lineup for 2 seniors because the freshmen were kind of being more lax and wasn't working hard and was having to be pushed all day in practice. And I said to both of them, until you show me that you really want this, then you guys got to come out of the lineup. You can't come to practice, half-assed and going through the motions, and we're trying to get better. And how you practice is how you play. And they took the challenge because it happened a couple days ago and started working harder and then came into the game and were a big part of winning this game. But I can say that I'm really disappointed in the seniors in starting this game and falling from behind early.
Antoine Jones comes in the second half, knocks down 2 threes, gets a big block. And it seems like the guys really feeds off the energy that he brings to his team. Talk a little bit about what Antoine brings when he comes into the game.
Yeah, Antoine is a great basketball talent. His thing is not about the physical; it's about the mental. He has days and weeks where he just doesn't want to work hard. He wants to go through the motions, and then he has to be, pushed to a point to where you just gotta, come on, Antoine, we need you, we need you, we need you. But his talent is second to none on his team. He does great things for us. He makes plays, he knocks down shots, he can post up. It's just to keep the mental going strong. He does a lot for our team.
Coach, do you think you got the message across to the freshmen about the lineup, or will you be sticking with the seniors going forward?
I think the message is clear to the freshmen, and I'm glad they responded the way that they were supposed to, because we're trying to make them better. It's not punishment. We're trying to create a culture around here where we're working hard every second, every minute that we're in that practice facility and when we're on the court. It has nothing to do with punishing them about basketball. It's about the mindset that we got to have if we want to win championships, and that's my first class. We got to build on that, you know what I mean? And we can't – they're coming back next year. And I want them to be able to tell the guys that are coming in, hey, this is the way we do it around here, and we have to work. So we have to set the standard.
Coach, going into this game, you guys knew ECU was going to, be feeling good after beating Cincinnati. How frustrating is it, and how do you explain the lack of hustle or effort to start the game that the players kind of said they just didn't have energy?
It's hard to answer that because I'm so competitive. I have to really think about that because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But at the end of the day, I went with a group of kids that started pretty much every game last year. And we put the team in their hands because we felt like we had it in good hands. And for 5 seniors to come out and not start with any energy after understanding not making the NCAA tournament last year, not making the NIT, I mean, that speaks volumes.
Coach, how is the team chemistry going so far this year, and what can be done to improve it, make it even better going forward for the rest of the year?
The team chemistry is getting better. It's been a little rocky. It's been more individual, and maybe not for selfish reasons, but to basically try to win the game. Everybody's going into the game to figure out how to win the game by themselves, and this is a team game. Moving forward, it's not going to move forward without the seniors. They're the guys that have seen this league, last year, and they understand what's going on. And they have to definitely, talk to the freshmen and the guys that haven't been here. And I just don't know if they're doing a good job of that. Maybe they feel like they can do it on their own as 5 seniors, but you can't. You got to do it as a team. So moving forward, it's going to be on the seniors. We're coaching, we're teaching, we're having them as prepared as any team can be prepared. But those guys have to lead us.
Penny, 2 things. First of all, it wasn't the Houston game, it was more practice afterwards that inspired the change? Is that pulling the freshmen?
Yeah, it's been ongoing all year, and we've just kind of not ignored it, but we pushed. And we're talking about the culture that starts in practice that we want to carry over into the games. And I think the freshmen feel like there's no separation between them and the seniors, so they can kind of go through the motions, and I don't want them going through the motions because we all have to have the mindset, even if you're a freshman, just be leaders. And when they get lazy, not wanting to work, feeling like everything is set because they're going to play, then you have to send a reality check. And it's just, right now for the freshmen, they need to get better. They need to get better everywhere. But they are gamers. They came in the game and did what they had to do, but we got to get them to practicing harder and doing the things that they have to do.
Did you feel like what you did worked because they came in and played so well, but it didn't work in the sense that the seniors didn't provide what you wanted them to? So how do you leave this?
I think my message was clear, and the freshmen, it happened a couple days ago, they've responded big time. In practice, the practices got more competitive. They got upset. It woke them up. So it did exactly what I wanted it to do. what I needed to do. The seniors not showing up, that's shame on the seniors.
Coach, do you feel as though your players communicate enough with each other on the court? And if not, what more do they need to do?
No, we don't. You got to be one beat, one sound out there, and that's especially on the defensive end. And there's a lot of guys hustling, don't get me wrong, but they're not talking. And when you don't talk, it makes us slower. It makes two guys go to one man. It makes the rotations, way slower. And we're not good enough defensively not to be communicating. And that's all we talk about all day and all night. And I had to tell my team, at some point, it's going to be on the seniors. The coaches, it's going to fall on deaf ears. It has to come from the seniors. The seniors have to want to do it first.
Penny, do you have an update on Alo?
I do not have an update. I'm sure just from seeing him that he was a little dizzy. We weren't going to take a chance from putting him back in the game, and that was a big blow for us because he's one of our better defenders and one of our best playmakers. So, but as far as health, I do not have an update.
Did they tell you concussion at any point for Alo?
No one told me anything. I didn't even ask because I wanted him to be taken care of. I didn't ask yet. I'll ask when I go back there now. But I didn't go to anybody and say, hey, what's the deal with Alo? I didn't do that after the game.
At the point East Carolina was up 33-18, you looked pretty calm, and Kareem even said that when they look at you guys never look like you're worried. Were you worried at all at that point?
I wasn't worried because it was still early, and I saw what was going on. It wasn't anything that, East Carolina came out and had energy and punched us first, but it was more what we were doing to ourselves, what we were doing offensively and defensively. It just has to be a mindset that has to change over. We've been trying to put this mindset in since last June. We have to get a different mindset if we really want it. They have to show that they really want it, and we didn't early. So I'm never going to panic. I'm not going to put my team in a position where they see me over there, jumping up and down because I'm in thinking mode and trying to figure the game out to try to get a win. And it was too early in the game.
Coach, what did you see from this game that you can try and carry over into Tulane?
Man, it just is what it is with us. The thing that I saw from this game is what we've seen the games that we've lost to all the big teams, is that the energy level is not maxing out at the beginning, and that's what you have to have. When going on the road and at home. If you want to put teams away early, you have to come out with that energy. And if you want to sustain any run or keep the crowd out of the game on the road, you have to bring it. It's just energy.
Penny, is this more than you've had to push a team in your coaching career? It seems like every couple games you're having to kind of give these guys a kick in the pants.
Yeah, it is. It's a motivational speech from myself every day. At the beginning of practice, at the end of practice. It's kind of falling on deaf ears, like I said, but it's the most I've had to push a group in my career for sure.
Penny, I know you're an even-keeled guy, but today Sam was giving it to him in that timeout. Was it nice to have a guy like that on a night like this?
Yeah, we all bring different things to the table, but it was his scout. He knew we had him well prepared. Everything that East Carolina did, we were ready for it. We knew. And then to allow them to do it, that's disheartening to a coach that has to stay up watching hours upon hours of tape, bring in a great game plan and give the game plan, and then the kids go out there and don't have the energy to pull it off. So he was frustrated because it was his scout. It kind of falls back on him because he's the guy that's putting the game plan in that game. But it does help to have good cop, bad cop, all around. It just does. I do all my yelling and screaming in practice. During the games, I'm in thinking mode.
Hey, Penn, a quick turnaround from this game into the game on Sunday. How quickly do you evaluate this game and then switch over to Tulane on Sunday so you don't take them for granted?
No, I'm never going to take a team for granted. I've been watching Tulane since the beginning of the season. I've been watching all the teams in our conference. So, they're getting better and better every game. Their record doesn't indicate how well they're going to play, especially at home. They don't have a huge crowd. They don't get sellout crowds, but those kids play hard. And Coach Dunleavy been a former NBA coach, NBA great. We've given them enough ammunition. Off 19 offensive rebounds this game, 18 offensive rebounds the last game. We don't want people, and that's what they're saying, all you have to do is just play hard and crash the glass. You'll have an opportunity to beat Memphis. And it is what it is with us. We have to go into the game and play tough. It's not about X's and O's, who starts, who doesn't start. Every guy that steps on that floor for 40 minutes or the time that you get on the floor has to be all out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.